Okay, I'm ready. Hello, this is Jane here. I'm going to be talking about everything about UTI today. It's called urinary tract infection. Welcome to the show and good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Now, we're also going to talk a little bit about this coronavirus because, we're just going to talk a little bit about it. Then we'll go straight and talk about urinary tract infection, UTI. Now, this coronavirus, a lot of people have been asking if they can catch it for the second time. Even I myself have been wondering, if someone can catch it as well for the second time. And I went to work last week, and a colleague of mine, she told me that she's just coming back from sickness, and she said this is the second time she's going off, you know. And I asked her the second time. She said yes, she got it the first time, and she was off for a couple of weeks, and now she's just coming back, and she got it the second time, and she had to go off for a couple of weeks again. And she also said that um, what's it called? Her colleague as well. One of her colleague is off sick again for the second time. Now, why I'm saying this is because I know a lot of people have relaxed. We've relaxed to say, okay, maybe, if you've caught it the first time, you're not going to catch it again the second time, So, everybody's a bit relaxed that, okay, I've got memory cells. I think I'll be immune now because I've caught it the first time. So, there is nothing out there again for me and everything. But, the lady or my colleague, said that she's got it the second time and other people as well. So I'm just saying this so that we'll be very careful. We shouldn't let our guard down. We should still have, the little precautions that we've been taking. I know everybody, they've all relaxed now concerning the lemon, the vitamin C and everything. I think we should still take them. I mean, not often, but we should still continue to boost our immune system up. It doesn't cure the virus, but it boosts your immune system up. And if your immune system is very robust, it'll be very difficult for the virus to really hit you very hard unless you have underlying health problem. Now, it's sad where you see people moving about, thinking that the virus is not there. If you check the death rate, it is fluctuating where you have it goes up and it goes down. People are still dying. People are still losing their lives every day. It's not it's not like it's gone down to 20 a day. We're still hitting 200 and above. I think the only time we got it very low was I think Monday or so. There was one day we had it I think just 77 death, but we still have it up 200 and above a day. People are still dying, so let's be careful out there what we do. We still take the precaution of washing our hands, sanitizing our hands, and be careful. Now they are saying that you don't know who's got it. We don't know who's got the virus. You're passing by with your mask, covered, and when you get home, they're saying please don't remove your mask and just drop it on the table or on top of your kitchen surfaces, because you don't know what you've already caught during the day with that mask. Because you go to the shop, you go to you go shopping, you go inside the shops, and you go to maybe go to other places where people don't have their masks on, and maybe they've just sneezed but you were not there, and you just turn around and you just cover it with yourself with the with your mask, thinking that your mask is okay. When you get home, they're saying now that the World Health Organization, WHO, are saying that when you want to take your mask off, try and sanitize your hands first. Sanitize your hands and put your both hands at the back of your ears, because it's got elastic, or if it's the one you tie at the back, do not touch the front of your mask. Put your hands at the back and remove it. Remove the mask, and if it's a disposable one, chuck it in the bin. If it's the one that you normally use, your everyday one, put it in a bag so that you can put it straight away in the washing machine, or you can wash it with your hands. And if it's the one that you dispose, that's good. You dispose. If it's the one that you use all the time, you should try and get maybe 3 or 4 that you can change, and you can change, alternate. If you use one today, throw that one in the machine, then take another one, put it on. But you have to be careful when you are taking off the mask. Do not touch the front of the mask. Don't touch it. Just remove it and put it in a bag, if that's the one you want to wash at home, your everyday one. So yeah, so it's still out there, but we just need to be very careful. Like as I said, keep taking your vitamins. Keep taking your vitamin C, or anything that that can boost your immune system, because people are still catching it now for the second time. And you might be very lucky to catch it or to get it, and your symptoms might be very mild. But if you bring it home to the vulnerable people at home, or you bring it to whoever that is in your house that maybe if they get it and their immune system is not as robust as yours, or the way your body takes the virus might be different from the way other people will take it. Now yours is just a little mild symptom, and next thing you know, maybe a week you're fine, but you've already passed it down to the person in the house with you. That will that it will hit the hardest, or it will hit very hard. Now I know somebody that said that I'm not going to call any names or anything. They caught it for the second time as well, and this second time hit them very hard, because the first one hit them very hard as well. Now because of other underlying health issues. Now this second time now hit them the hardest again, and they've been discharged at home. Now to climb the stairs up. To climb the stairs is very difficult for them. When they climb the stairs and get up to the very top, they become breathless. And also, their saturation levels will be very, very low, whereby they use this saturation machine to check their oxygen levels. And the person said when they climb the stairs to the very top, the saturation level will drop, and it will be reading 88 on air, 88%. Normally, your saturation level, that's your oxygen level in your body, should be 100. It depends, it varies. It should be 98. It can be 98, 96. But when it goes down above, below 90, I mean, if you don't have all those COPD and all those respiratory problem, if it goes down to 90 and all that, it becomes very worrying. Now, this is a person that is very fit and very healthy, very strong, very healthy person. Now, this, the second time has hit them, and now the oxygen levels now is reading 88. Anytime they climb the stairs and they get to the top of the stairs, they become breathless, they want to sit down. This is a virus that that's put a big scar in their lungs now, whereby there's a scar there. The lungs cannot take as much oxygen the way the lungs normally do. Now, this is a scar for life. So I'm just saying this so that we'll all be very careful out there. I mean, if you've caught it before and it was really, really bad, please try not to catch it the second time. I know they're not really saying a lot about getting it the second time, because nobody is sure about anything. But please, there are people out there that are getting it the second time. And this is real. We're not making this up, because it is really real. People are getting it the second time. And if you have underlying issues or health problems, just be very careful, because you've got it before. So try your best not to catch it or get it the second time, because like as I said, this particular person now got it the second time, and it has left a big problems now in their lungs, whereby they can't breathe properly. They can't breathe. I mean, this is going to affect them for the rest of their lives, whereby he's very lucky that they did not give him oxygen to take home, because this kind of virus, you can have a very bad pneumonia as well. And next thing you're somebody that is fit and okay, and you do your own thing and all that. At the end of the day, if you have a very, very bad pneumonia, it leaves a very dangerous, that's very bad scar in your lungs up to the. I mean, if you're very elderly as well, whereby you will not be able to breathe on your own, you will have to have concentrated oxygen at home. So if you go to the kitchen, go anywhere, you have to take the oxygen in your nose, that you put it permanently so that you can walk around. I mean, they will give you a long tube where you can do your own thing, go around, but you still have that long tube and oxygen permanently 24 hours at home. So please, let's try, and mostly the elderly, to be very cautious and very careful, because it is real and it is out there. I just want to say thank you very much, Ufoma. Thank you very much for always, Ifoma. Thank you for always joining me. Mommy Elizabeth, thank you very much. And my lovely sister in Nigeria, Agnes Okobrisi, thank you very much. I love you, my sister. That's my sister, my immediate sister. Joy, Mrs. Enebe, Lady J, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Chichi. Zubi, Sister Chichi, that does every Sunday 5. Please join her 5 to 6. Thank you, Sister Chichi. Thank you, Isioro, my uncle's son. Thank you very much for always joining me from Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you, Sister Noye. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ayo. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you very much, my darling son Daniel. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you. Now we're gonna go straight and talk about UTI, urinary tract infection. Why I'm talking about urinary tract infection today? Because we do have situations where people end up in hospitals because of this particular disease. Now, the infection, I will call it infection. Now, urinary tract infection, we'll say, it's when we have bacteria sitting in your urethra. Now the urethra is between your bladder, your kidney. There's just a tube there. I don't want to go too deep in case this video is going to go to somebody that's a layman where you need to break it down. For those of you that already know, a lot of people know about this urinary tract infection, this particular infection. Everybody knows about it, but we're just gonna just touch on it because I saw something that was very disturbing. That's why I'm talking about it today. Now, this infection, you ask me, how do you get it? Now, with the research I have done, you can catch it, you can get it by, you using the toilet. And because they said women are 4 times prone to get this urinary tract infection. Men do get it as well. Yeah, especially men with enlarged prostate. So women, well, I'm even saying this now. If you have any female daughters, please let them. I think everybody knows about it. Let them clean from front to back, not from back to front, because they say when you pull, well, for ladies, if it goes in to the vagina, then little poo can just get there and the bacteria can travel. Now, when it travels, that is when you have urinary tract infection. Some people will say, oh, I'm not drinking enough, that's why. No, you are drinking enough, because how will it get there? Because people are saying, if you don't drink enough, that's when you get it when you clean inappropriately. And also they talk about sex and catheterization and all that, how you can get urinary tract infection. Yeah. So now we're also going to talk about little signs and symptoms. You will notice that when you wee, your wee is very concentrated. You have urgent needs, frequent needs to go to the toilet. You rush there, you wee, and when you wee is like 1 teaspoon. Little wee will come out, just little drops. You go again, and little drop will come out. You go again. You have that urge and sensitivity. It's, oh, I need to go. And some people get pain as well. They can have pain in front or their lower abdomen or the stomach. They have pain. Now, also, I will tell you the reason why I'm doing this, because someone is a little clip, and not only one or two, somebody from Nigeria, Port Harcourt, as well, also discussed. They talk about this as well, and they said that the mom was behaving funny. And when she started and a younger girl, that's another story as well, that she was behaving funny, she was behaving confused. And this is a mother that talks very well, and she's very with it. When I say this mother is well with it, is when they have their thinking faculties intact. And now the mother was behaving very funny. That's appearing to be confused. When someone is confused and you touch this, you go back and touch this and go everywhere. So this particular mama in the house was just very confused and very disorientated and becoming anxious. And she was just, holding herself that she needs to wee, go to the toilet, needs to wee, So, they were worried. Obviously, they did not know anything about urinary tract infection, UTI. So they had to, they said they're going to take mama to the hospital, and they said another family came and said, no, we need to take mama to somebody that because this is not, they said they're going to take mama to somebody that cures mental illness, that maybe mama is going mad. Now, this infection can make some elderly people very confused. And I have seen it also in practice that, you see the behavior of some certain patients when they have UTI. When they have UTI infection, the way they behave, they become grumpy, they can't even eat out. And this is not their usual self. And, after treatment, we'll see them that they become very nice and very polite and very pleasant. But, it's sad when people are not aware of this UTI, urinary tract infection, because they had to take they said they wanted to take mama to this man that knows things about madness, and somebody was saying no, let's take her to the hospital. So there was a bit of conflict, problem, everything in the house before finally they agreed to take mama to the hospital. So when mama got to the hospital, they gave her the medication to for treatment, and mama was okay. I guess everybody, you're enjoying me, what I'm saying. So you're not making any phone calls. Okay, it's not the time to make phone calls. Please subscribe. Press the subscribe button. If you're watching me, Vivian, don't tell me to send the link to you. I know you're watching me. Just press the subscribe button so that you'll be able to get us. Every time we come on air, you'll be able to get us instead of we sending you the link. Brother ID is having it showing a little clip for us, advert. I will come to the UTI and everything. I know everybody's trying to listen. The advert of his sewing. Please, his number is there. Do not let the coronavirus stop you from enjoying your African attire, because the weather is coming up. It's going to look great, even if it's just a top. Get him to make a top for you. And if you have the old what's it called, wrapper or materials that you no longer need, you can get them out for your children. I mean, he doesn't do children, but he can do children with boys, male children, where he can make something very nice for the child. The advert is there. You can see his number. He makes very good tops and trousers and to match. Don't let this what is happening now stop you from enjoying yourself, because I'm very sure the weather is going to be really good. Because when it's winter, we'll go back to all the wears. But with this particular one, do make something nice for yourself. Don't let your material waste in the box. Bring them out and call him. I'm telling you, he's a fashion designer. He will make something very, very good for you. You'll be surprised what he can make with your old material. Just bring them, especially mothers that have buba and atiro. That's the top and the bottom of a nice African wear. You can bring it in, and I'm telling you, we will make something nice for you or your male child, your male children. Yeah. So that's Brother Eddie. We also have Sister Edith every Monday. Very interesting topic about marriage tips and talks. Please join her every Monday from 7 o'clock. Am I right, Brother Eddie? Yeah? Okay. Now, we're going to go back straight to the urinary tract infection, and I will tell you what happened to Mama. I've got a caller. Hello? Hello, Sister Chichi. Good evening. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good topic today. Thank you.
So I have a question. Some people you mentioned that it's not everyone that knows about this UTI.
Yeah.
Every people that there are some people maybe
Yeah.
So they haven't got it, so they don't know very much about it. I didn't know very much about it until I got it some time ago. So and another question now, the question I want to ask is, in Africa we always talk about gonorrhea, gonorrhea, gonorrhea. So is it another name for UTI? That one goes that way because it's too, and the statement can still happen. Men, if they're all UTI or STI, they have different ways they call it. So please, can you enlighten us a little bit? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Chichi. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you, Sister Chiche. Yes, men they do have it. Now it's not very very common. I would say for men to have it, but it is very different from gonorrhea. Um, this is when the urethra of that's the urethra where the urine passes, that's where the bacteria sits. Sometimes it depends as well where you have the infection. It can be in your bladder, and I'm going to talk about that as well, that if you go to your kidney, it's gone far. That's when you start having back pain, and it depends on the kind of UTI you have. Now gonorrhea is totally different. That can be sexually I mean, it can be, is far different from UTI. UTI or one is not, although they also say that you can still get it, a bit rare from having sex as well. That's and the method of contraceptions. Some people they said they're not very good with condom. Some people they're not very good with what they normally use, so they will have to change it. They have to change what they use for their for this prevention of whatever they use. But yes, thank you, Sister Chichi. It's far different. Maybe I'll talk about that one as well, about gonorrhea. Mostly the men that normally have this UTI are people with enlarged prostate and other issues, that they can check themselves why they are having urinary tract infection. Women, we prone to get it because the risk is very high for us because our urethra is very very short and is very close to the anus as well. I've got a caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Sister Jane.
Good evening. Hello. I think I saw a missed call.
Sister Marie.
Hello, Sister Noye. Hello. Thank you for calling. Hello. Thank you.
Yes, so that's a very good topic we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
learning
you.
a lot.
Thank you.
And I've got a question about those of us that got female children.
Okay.
For example, I have a toddler, a female,
Yeah.
it's now training up herself after she goes to the toilet.
Yeah.
She goes to preschool and all.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm worried if she's doing it right and she's hiking in the right direction.
Mm.
How would I be able to identify if for any reason she has a urinary tract infection, being a child?
Yeah.
I don't believe not be able to explain to me,
Mm.
what she's going through because of the toxin. How can we identify this in children? And what can we do to prevent improve our little children from getting this?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Noye. Thank you for calling. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, the urinary tract infection, what our sister just called and asked now, that in children, how will you know? How can you tell You can know, and you'll be able to tell when you have your child running to the toilet all the time. You'll be worried, you've just been to the loo. Oh yeah, I need to go again. And when they go, probably they'll just do a drop and they come out again. Oh, I need to go again. Then you just know that maybe they've caught something. So now what you need to do is to try and give the child a lot of fluids, a lot of fluids, a lot of fluids, a lot of water. Tell them to keep drinking and keep drinking. And if you notice that it's not helping, it's not going away, call up your GP or call up your doctor and let them know that, the frequent urination of this child, I'm worried about it, and explain. And they will give you time, and it will give you time to see if you're pushing for fluids. You're pushing for more fluid for this child to flush this bacteria out, because that is what it says in the research, that when you drink a lot, the treatment is to drink a lot of water and flush it out of the system. Now they also say that the treatment, you can have cranberry juice, which although they've not finished the research, they haven't concluded yet, but they find out that cranberry, that's the fruit and the juice, do help. It do help to remove the bacteria from sitting in your bladder. So cranberry juice is another one. It's another good one that people do take, and they, just homely remedy to push this bacteria out of their body. Now, if it's gone far, whereby someone is very busy and you don't know that you've caught it. We have different different types, because you can have that's your back, you have back pain, and when you start having back pain, you will know that, okay, it's gone a bit up, maybe to your kidney, which is not good if it goes to the kidney. That's when you start seeing people having fever, they start shivering, that, oh, I'm not well. Now, they also said that people with people that have diabetes as well, when they have this urinary tract infection, it could be really bad, and they will not know that is UTI. They will just feel that, okay, why am I having this? Is it my blood sugar? Okay, let me touch my. They will just be disorientated, and it might really go far till later they will find out that they have UTI. And with the urinary tract infection, it does make their diabetes, as the blood sugar shoot up the roof, where their blood sugar will go so high, and they'll be wondering why. It's because of the stress of the body, so it shoots it up. So with the treatment of this UTI as well, you can have antibiotics. Trimethoprim, nitrofurantoin is there, and I don't know wherever you are in the world where they have different antibiotics for it, but the most common one that works very well is trimethoprim, nitrofurantoin, which does help a lot. If you take those tablets less than 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, that's it. And with children, Sister Noya, I'm very sure if you push a lot of fluids and, give them a bit of cranberry juice in their bottle. I mean, all children love juice. Give them and push it for that period. You will see that there will be changes, because you might not know that they have it until they start spiking temperature, because it does bring temperature as well, where people will have temperature, fever, those little signs and symptoms, that, okay, this has really gone far. But a lot of people will not know that is UTI. They will think maybe this child has got fever, but if you notice the frequency of the child going to the toilet, that's when you'll be able to pick. This might be a sign. Why is the child going to the toilet? Although some people will pick it and say, does this child probably have polyuria? That's diabetes. No. Check and don't keep it, because if they are children, try and inform the GP. Try and tell them the problem. This is what I've noticed. At least tell somebody, so that they'll have a record. And is either they will say bring the child in and let's check and do a test. Now we do have people that like as I said, people that have diabetes, they're high risk as well. And you can have burning sensation, even your pelvis as well, pelvis pain if it's in the bladder, burning sensation as well. We do have patients that they will complain that using the toilets, they have burning sensation. Those are the little symptoms when you go and wee and it's burning, it's hot there. You wonder why. Did I eat anything? Did I touch down there? What's going on? That's another way of knowing that you have the UTI. Now with the mama story, that's why I'm talking about this. They finally gave her something and she was better less than a day. Mama was okay. Less than a day or 2 days, they said she was all right. Now another story about somebody I know very well, and she didn't come up to say that she's got she had UTI, but after telling me everything, and I knew that maybe she had UTI, because she was saying something like, oh my god, they wanted to make their enemy go mad. They want to make their enemy, is their enemy that will be mad. My husband had to take me to the hospital. I was really crazy. I was going, everything. But when they got to the hospital, after giving her the injection and medication that we know that is for UTI, she was now better. But up till now, she's still, she's not taking it. That is UTI. She's still taking it that maybe somebody's just, done something for her to, go crazy. So this urinary tract infection, I know with the elderly as well, it doesn't appear to be really good, because it disturbs them a lot. Whereby with the confusion stage, it's not good. It's not really good at all, because when it gets to that stage, they will be all over the place. And to prevent it, like as I said, is to drink a lot of fluid. Don't let anybody con you to say that, wherever you are in the part of the world where doctors will say that you need to have this operation, you need to do this, we need to give this person this, or some quack people will say this person needs to go to the psychiatry unit, like what I mentioned, that the family of that mama, they wanted to take her to a baba that does all this psychiatry, whatever. They would have taken her there and she would have gone there to suffer because of this problem of having urinary tract infection, and it's something that is very easy to cure if you push to have fluid, and you push to have a lot of fluids. It will flush the bacteria away from the bladder. I've got a caller. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, this is Friday from Nigeria.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
I'm enjoying the program. I think I'm just listening and I'm learning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes when we have this meeting, we just feel because I use the bad toilet and all that. I
Yes.
think I'm learning quite a lot, that it could be some other infections, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We should go to the doctor. I don't know this.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm following up too. I'm learning.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Now, we're going to thank you very much, Fahimi, for calling. God bless you. Now, we're going to be talking about we'll talk about the treatment as well. Drink a lot of water. I've already mentioned that please wipe from front to back for the teenagers, and just to avoid some complications. I've got a caller. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, sister.
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
What's
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to speak about the one, and I will add what things to the adult for the like the opinion of from the front to the back, when you say about that, some say that adult sometimes goes to that leads to this great practice. That is about not the when we go to the toilet what at the back. So I do like say I do advise my kids because I noticed that is part of what I do like advise them like the father that talks about I do advise them to stay to pass the toilet, not the top toilet. The one side I just to throw a toilet into the toilet, just so that when you start to take it, not flash up.
Yeah.
It's because the session with the people like
Yes.
both general part effect and the improper light of the setting. And sometimes we want our end to wait. It's called that called the new they are happy that it's called the time to exercise effect. Well, people need to enhance that we can
Yes.
as we are so I know that I think but I don't want that like sometimes some I don't know but I know some of the people like adding it's like will switch over from the upper part to the second part. So in this so traveling from the other part to the agenda, you can have a bit of pieces from the anal part, vagina part of play. So that is why it's then because our body open than the head. So they are like have a high of contacting. So that part of the trick and not to be halfway. So that is thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Joy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sister Joy. Yes, so she said she does advise her children to wipe from the front to the back, and that can cause enlargement of the bladder as well, which is very correct. I mean, the bacteria will sit down there and, and cause more harm. Thank you so much, Sister Joy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your call. Thank you, Mommy Yinka. Thank you very much. Thank you, my grandma Lara. Thank you, Duseto. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, Mommy Flo. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Mommy Flo. Thank you, Sister Joy. Thank you, everybody. I know you're watching. Everybody that have not typed anything there, but I know you're out there watching me. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I'm going to be rounding up now with just a little bit of complications of this UTI, and it's not good to be having it all the time. Some people have it recurrently. It's not really good. Now the risk, you can have permanent kidney damage from acute or chronic infection. So this is the damage it can do. I mean, if you're young, it's not going to, show now, but maybe later, it will show or it will tell that, this recurrent UTI all the time, can leave permanent damage on the kidney. And also we have the risk of some pregnant women as well. I mean, when somebody get pregnant, they have the risk of delivering low birth, and that's, I mean, the birth weight of the child will be low. I mean, well, how will I explain that? Is when they have the child, the child will not weigh, what the child is supposed to weigh, and also potentially you can have a person can have sepsis when it's gone too far, because some people just take it, oh, I'll just take paracetamol and walk off. If it's gone too far and it's getting the kidney damage, and you're just there saying, I'll just take paracetamol and walk, I'll just do this and keep going, don't push yourself too much. You need to try and see your GP and start antibiotics immediately if you feel that you're having all the symptoms of fever and you're just taking paracetamol. You need antibiotics so that you can start attacking it from every angle, because the sepsis is not good. Sepsis kills. It does kill, because it can lead to something else, and just because of UTI that have gone too far and very bad. Now, thank you very much. We've talked about UTI today, and I'm just going to just put in a little bit of this, because I don't know if I don't talk about it, because someone asked me, are you going to talk about this? George Floyd, we're just saying that may he so rest in perfect peace. We know everywhere everybody's talking about it, and I just want to say that even for his own people, that you just need to look at yourself, and if you feel that your knees as well is on someone's neck, your own brother or your own sister, or you're joining forces with other people to put your knees on someone's neck, your own brother or your sister, look at your life very well and see if you can get your knees off them, because some people are doing such things because of promotion, because you want to be the favorite at your workplace and all that, so let's look at ourselves very well, because it's just a season. It's not got nothing to do with UTI, but I'm just going to touch on it, that's all. Yeah, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. I just want to say thank you, CTRIM family. I love you. Thank you, Pastor Jide Usaini. Thank you, Mommy Pastor Christina John Usaini. Thank you very much for calling, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody. I won't be here next week. I'll be here in 2 weeks' time, and hopefully we're going to be talking about a disease that eats the eyes, and why some people think you wake up one morning and one of your eyes is gone, and they feel that somebody in the village have used it to cook soup. So let's talk about a disease that eats the eye, or something that is a silent disease that makes the eye go blind in 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. See you soon. Stay safe. God bless you.